Good day, mates.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Tally the Votes, Australia's Survivor Redemption. I'm your host, Jamie Joe, and with me are my hard-won Alliance members, David and Christy. Hello, friends.
Good day.
Are you ready? Are you guys ready for this? We wait all year for this.
It's the best time of year.
Back on the beach, baby. Back on the beach.
Well, we are going to jibber jabber all about the week 1 of season 14. So take a seat by the fire, hit like and subscribe, and then let's begin. So we have a large group of newbies this year. We have 4 returning players, and apparently everyone's out to earn redemption. But honestly, probably none more than Simon, really.
Yes.
Him and his cookie idol, I think is going to haunt him forever. Unless he can, clear his name with this season.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Harry's really a good player too. And I feel like, people like him. Like you didn't want to like him.
Yeah.
He's got super kid brother energy. You know what I mean?
All of our returnees this year are like, you've got Simon who, he really is coming for redemption, but under all of it, I think he's a really likable human being. And the same can be said about Harry, Brooke, and Mark.
Yeah.
These are all people we really enjoy watching play the game.
Yeah, I like them all. And all of them are there for the third time, except for Mark, which is his second. And
it seems to me we all turned around on Simon a little bit. I think we were all kind of rooting for him the last time, even though, because he's gotten better at the game, I think.
Yes, he learned that it was a game and not to take it so personal or whatever it was that he.
Well, and also I think he just stopped trying to. When he's not trying to impress other people, he's very impressive.
Yeah, and he looks like he's having fun then. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
So we have 2 tribes, and this year they had to earn their place in the game, but then also earn their tribe title. So we have the Bounty tribe, which includes Richard, Jackson, Cameron, Daniel, Lottie, Aisha, Paula, Eliza, Laws, Lyndall, Simon, and Harry. And on Team Baron, we have Don, Ben, Caleb, Johnson, Tez, Brooke, Faith, Blanche, Keely, and Mark. I know that's a lot of names. There's a lot of people there. We're not going to go through and do the bio on every single one of them. There's not enough time in the day. But are there any players here that you guys have like a really strong yar nar feeling about?
I had a very strong nar on Dawn. Immediately.
Yeah.
Which was weird
absolutely.
because I like his brother. I like his brother, right?
You were a fan of Matt's?
I'm not a fan. I just didn't dislike him. I thought he was kind of like the no-nonsense Gen Xer who was just like, just we gotta get this done.
This is how we get things done. Yeah.
I didn't think he was a mean guy or a bad guy, but
I was immediate nay on Lottie.
On Lottie, okay.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about Lottie. I think that Lottie reminds me of a lot of PTA moms that you don't want to mess with.
Yeah, like angry Karen. That's what she's got, is angry Karen energy. Well played.
But I'm going to tell you, those PTA moms know how to do things. So,
but as an artist, maybe her art is like her way she channels all that anger. And maybe she's not able. She's how many days now? I mean, by the end of the first week, week into not being able to channel her anger. Maybe they just need to give her a little art thing.
I'm also how it pans out.
I'm also kind of no on Richard, and that makes me sad because he is the oldest contestant this year. And you know me, I like to root for the oldie.
Yeah.
And
yes,
at 46, he's the oldest player.
He's the oldest, but he's the CEO and founder of a company that they named it, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's well known in Australia that other people would know it. But he's also like a long distance runner. So he's one of those. What was the lady's name? Oh gosh, she was just in. You know what I'm talking about?
You know that
Janine. So that's like the Janine. no, Janine, she was the CEO that was really, really fit and older
Yeah.
and has come back. So he's kind of like he could have been that. I just
He
don't know that
could.
he has. I don't know
Um,
that he has the personality. We'll see.
The third episode, he had grown on me a little bit. I didn't dislike him as viscerally as I did in the first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Maybe
fair.
Edit,
Once you can
edit's
see his
not fair.
personality.
They're out there all day and they get, a minute of screen time in the entire episode, and it's not their finest minute or whatever.
But like nothing
When
really
you have
stood
that
out to
many
go
people,
like that
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, it's hard to really get a feel for anyone's personality.
He's
yet.
at best kind of meh. I'm not sure what I think. Like at the beginning, it seemed like we had quite a few people who wanted to be bossy. Like Jackson was being bossy. Like so he kind of seems kind of like, dude, maybe him. Cameron kind of did it a little bit. Kind of got a little like, I don't know. So we have definitely some
Some-
strong characters when
Exactly.
if they make it to merge.
a bunch
And-
of leaders, lots of leaders.
And how about is her name Aisha? Am I saying it wrong?
Aisha, mhm.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Aisha. Yeah,
Yeah.
Aisha. I think she's got a quiet, like smart vibe. Like she's taking it all in, and I think she sees a lot more than other people do. So I'm getting kind of that. And
She might
by the
be
way,
like a
the
stealth
double
mode player.
the double jointed thing was really disgusting, by the way. But other than that,
Yeah, my teenager is double jointed in his hands and like triple jointed in his thumbs, so it gets real gross.
Real gross.
It gets
I,
pretty gross.
I'll tell you who I thought I wasn't gonna like, but then they kind of grew on me was Jackson. Like at the first, I was like, oh,
Yes,
this
I
this dude,
agree.
this
Yeah,
dude, right? I'm sure you thought the same thing. Oh, it's that guy, but he might not be that guy.
he's got some real feels. That
yeah,
man.
so he might be all right.
I am
oh,
curious.
see,
to
I
see where it
thought
goes
you'd
with him.
I thought you'd like Jackson, Jamie, because he kind of has a Chris like vibe to me a little bit.
Well, I don't know where because he doesn't. I mean, Chris isn't known for speedos or mullets, but
Well, then I don't mean he looks at even a thing like Chris, just kind of
cactus speedos, no less.
kind of
Yes.
no, just kind of the way
They were kind of
he
small.
the way he is, kind of the way he's present, and he doesn't say
Yeah.
a whole lot, but
Yeah.
when he does, it's generally pretty interesting.
It's generally pretty obnoxious. Yeah, that
Yes.
does check. That checks.
Yeah.
Well, let's get down to the episodes here. I
Yeah.
just kind of wrote a quick guideline for us on each one. So we're gonna do the playback here. So episode 1, we've got Harry and Simon quickly buddy up. Lottie keeps her eye on Harry. During the first challenge, Lyndall has had an opportunity to grab a clue. It tells her that there's an idol under the tribal sign that she has to dig for. But newsflash, it's for the other tribe, and she's going to have to swap it for one at their tribe.
Which was a decent twist.
Absolutely. Don is kind of annoying people. He's kind of rubbing people the wrong way with his bossiness and his hat
Right.
instructions. Mark and Faith.
Oh, and I take
form-
it back. He is older than
He's
I
older
just
than
realized.
Richard.
yeah,
the
he's
oldest one.
51. So
The
he's the
thing I
oldest
liked
player.
that somebody said about Don was they said he narrates his life.
Yes, played by everything's a narration of his
He's a
life. Yes.
Narrator. And then Don was sad.
Yes. And then we have Mark and Faith, and they form what I probably think is the coolest of alliance names.
I knew you were gonna love
I
that.
went,
I
oh,
knew Christy would likely concur with this. So now we have the
Yeah.
Ruby Soho alliance forged. Very
Yeah.
cool. It's
But-
exciting that it's Mark too.
okay. I like Mark because I liked him in his season. I thought
I
he,
did as
he had
well.
like a smoothness about him, right? Because wasn't he an ex-Olympic swimmer? Wasn't he a swimmer? Or
He
something?
is like a
He was
diplomat and a swimmer, and
No, but he was
yes,
on
but
like
he's
the
like an
Australian
amazing
Olympics.
swimmer.
He was like an
Yeah.
Olympiast because he was on that season where they had all those like really fit people.
Yes. Braun.
The brawn, the brawn,
Mhm.
yeah. So we know he can. They're like the competition is there. The like all. So I like him, and with Faith though, I was like, because he partners up with Faith. That's Faith, right? That he
Yep.
makes that with. I
Yep.
went, oh man, Mark, you're gonna make me have to like Faith. Because you picked her for this punk rock alliance. I
She
don't know.
she doesn't bother me too much. I
I'm
think she's
not-
pretay chill.
I'm not really decided on her yet. Maybe.
I feel fairly
She's in the
good
middle.
about her. I feel
Okay.
fairly
All right.
like I'm at least 50-50,
Okay.
you know. But yeah,
I
so
am
we've
as
got
well.
the
Yeah.
got the Ruby Soho alliance. Then Richard does Shakespeare in the Park, which honestly is better than freestyle rapping, but neither should be done if you're not really great at it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I honestly
I'm
don't think
relieved it
Shakespeare
wasn't.
should be done if you're not being paid for
Listen,
it.
I think that Jamie has an opinion about Shakespeare and rap and those sorts of things. You should stay home and in private practice those really, really well before you show
Yes,
them to
please,
her.
thank you.
She
Yes.
doesn't want to see any of this on the spot impromptu.
No
She-
beatboxing. There'll be no
Nope.
beatboxing of
Nope.
any kind.
Listen,
No,
I'm
well, I mean,
down
you
for
bet
it
they're-
if you are well rehearsed and
yeah.
you're good at it.
You have to be toward the master level
But
before
yeah,
she
please-
wants.
please
Don't bring it to
don't-
her until it's ready.
Please don't come to me acting, rapping, singing if you're not good at it. It creeps me out. I don't like it. I don't want to have to pretend like you've done awesome. I will, but I don't want to. Okay, it takes a lot.
Jamie's that one that has a hard time telling people who have ugly babies, "Oh, he's so cute."
They're precious. This is what that baby is so precious.
To someone.
I love your precious babies.
Anyway, sorry.
And then at the end of all this, Caleb gets a banana for his birthday.
Mm.
That was nice. Wasn't that
Yeah.
actually pretty nice? Like,
But
oh,
do you think
here,
it was
I
really
was
his
going to
birthday?
brag about eating this banana, but it's your birthday here.
But do you think it was really his birthday?
I
I thought that
think
was
it
a-
was.
I think
Was
it
it? Because I thought it was totally like, because they were like, no, and then he was like, but it's my birthday. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
okay.
think it was his birthday. But it's pretty funny that everyone was all like, hey, we're cooler than you with our banana. And then he's like, it's my birthday. And they're like, oh,
if that
Here's
if
a
that came out that
banana.
was that he lied about it, that would be amazing.
I would love that for Caleb.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be a
That'd
Johnny
fun.
Fairplay level lie, but it would be a.
No.
No, because it
You
didn't
know,
hurt
but
anybody. They
it'd
thought
still
they
be
were doing
pretty
a nice
cute.
thing, and he got to benefit.
Well, at the end of all this, poor sweet Daniel cannot keep the correct name in his mouth. And for that, he is sent packing on a 7-1 vote. I'm going to be real honest with everybody. I did a score system this year on each player. I went in and I graded them on the job that they have or with their careers and how that could apply to their game and their gameplay, their individual personality for their social part of the game, their physique, their build, their intellect, and then my general vibes. And even though Daniel has good vibes because he feels like pretty nice fella, he really did have the lowest points.
Did he?
Everybody, yes,
Because he
really
doesn't
did.
bring a lot of that other to the table, but he's a pastor, and I just have to say, if there is anyone from his congregation that is watching, do not share your secrets with him. He's a sweet man, sweet man. But
Well, you don't have to
yeah,
worry about it. He won't
yeah.
get the names right. You'll
Well,
steal the
that's true.
information, but no
But
one will know who
that's
it's
true.
about.
because is he messy?
Now, even though we're not going to cover all of the challenge stuff on this first episode, I just did want to put in a spot here where we're talking about the challenge with those wheels like going
Yeah.
into the slot.
And how
That
Mark
was
dominated.
pretty cool.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that
They-
was
I
that
liked
was a
both of
fun
them.
one.
It's refreshing to see production actually think of something new and innovative.
I love it.
Not just
I love what he
repaint
likes.
last year's
But I
stuff.
like
and
Now
The first-
they've had
the first
something
challenge,
similar
too,
because
Was
Mark
also
knew.
very good.
Yeah, Mark
Oh.
had played something similar because
Right.
that's why he was
Oh.
like, I know what I'm doing here. Step aside, newbies.
Yeah, these are both good challenges. I liked they had to light that thing on fire and it slid down into the cauldron. I thought that was cool too.
Oh, the drama.
yeah,
the
yeah, I like
drama.
them both.
Well, let's just jump into episode 2 then. We have
Oh, we
we're-
forgot one thing that I
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to point
What
out.
is it?
That as Daniel's getting voted out, Simon asks him for his jacket.
Yes. Oh my god.
which
yeah, and
which
then
I
he
those was
does
pretty
it.
smart.
So
He literally gives
was
him the
smart.
jacket
He-
off of his own
and
back.
he goes, "Oh, what the heck?" and gives it to him. So are they going steady now?
Yeah, they're representing each other for sure. I just think that's really cute that he's like, oh, all right, here you go.
I mean, it sucks, but you guys are really suffering. And a little bit, I feel like no matter how much you want to be on the show, that shock of holy crap, this is really not great. And I got
Yep.
how many more days to go? There has
Yep.
to be that little bit of relief in your brain to go, I don't have to sleep on a cold beach again. Saying.
Yeah, there is, right? There's a consolation prize. It's comfort for sure. And the snacks, all the good snacks.
Snacks.
Okay, so on episode 2, we started out over on Bounty Tribe. Everybody's vibing, and Lottie is still looking over her shoulder at Harry. Mark and Brooke fangirling over each other, just fangirling over each other. And Brooke informs Mark of the hidden idol. Seeing as that she can't seem to get a minute alone to be able to dig for it, she's going to pull in Mark and see if he can help her find it. That is a great partnership. The two
No,
of
it is.
them.
Yeah, you think that'll, I think they have to stick together. So well done.
Yes,
That's a way to
I believe
like,
so.
yeah.
And I mean, if you look at AU versus the world, I mean, they cleaned out all the big players right from the get-go, with the
Yeah.
exception of one. You know, the
one
biggest
who
of
won.
there. Yeah, the
Ex-
biggest of them
Yeah.
there were just out. So
'Cause
you do
she
need
would
to stick
never
together.
do that.
no, never. So they do get a chance to dig for it that night. They do find it. So now Brooke has the idol for the other tribe.
Yeah, she's ready to
and
swap.
Then we jump into the challenge, and it's like, you know, the defense, the offense defense game, and they have to try to get over to ring the bell. I mean, like, there was nobody to me that just like outwardly was impressive. I mean, there were people that are really good because they're
But
the
like
big
in
boys. But
previous seasons, this has been one where it's just been wow. There's so many.
Yeah,
I feel like the overall there's not as many of those like rough and tumble. There's not a lot of footballers this year.
yeah. The
right?
only one we got isn't that good, and he keeps telling us
Yeah.
I wasn't that good. That's why they didn't take me. That was a pretty good moment, actually. That was fun.
Yeah, and even like the MMA fighter and the wrestler like Jackson, those two like obviously can have that kind of like skill set, but everybody else was.
Yeah. But I mean, it's we get this challenge, some version of this challenge every year. I enjoy it. This time around, Baron wins and they get to go shopping. So they're going to go to the Survivor store and they pick Ben and Blanche to do this. When they get there,
dirty man.
When they get there, they find out that they have the choice that, like, hey, whatever happens at the store stays at the store. So you can take 2 things back, or you can have something for yourself and take 1 thing back. When
Or
I
however
saw
you want to do
those,
it, yeah.
I saw those potato chips, and all I could think was, there's a clue, there's an advantage, there's an idol in those chips.
If you didn't take it, you should have at least dumped it out, probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
I wonder if they couldn't do that.
I don't know. It felt very, I don't know. It felt really obvious that there was something in there for them to use, but they didn't.
The one thing that they did need was they desperately needed the flint since they didn't have fire.
Absolutely.
And the way they couldn't find it and kept saying they didn't see it.
Yeah, because
didn't see
it's
it, I was
hung
like,
down low.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then
And
Ben tries to play all of us when he gets back to the island. He's
Well,
like,
because
"What
they
happened?"
and it worked for editing because editing cut it there too. We didn't know if they ever
We
saw
just
it
got
or
this
not.
big, and it was funny because you could see the look on some people's faces where they were like, "Oh my god, this Ben guy is an idiot. He brought him this big fish, and we have
Giant
no way to
snapper,
cook
we
it."
can't cook it.
But
Ooh,
no,
sushi.
I feel like they did a pretty good job on their pick overall. They needed to
Yeah.
have that flint, so
They brought all 4 things and they didn't do anything shady. Good for
yeah. So
them.
they all got
And
excited,
the team,
had a
the team
fire.
really needed it.
Mark showed him how to do it. He rocked that husk, didn't he? Did you see it? He did the rocking. It's so weird that it is such like a strictly AU thing. You just do not see that in
wonder-
fire building in the US.
I wonder if like that's a technique that's taught in their version of Boy Scouts.
I just feel like
Or
at this
something.
point in time, there should be more people
Or like
on
Steve Irwin
US.
taught him or something.
Steve Irwin. There should be more people on the US Survivor playing at this point now that we have people who are fans that are, they say, you know, in their pre-interviews, huge fan of AU Survivor. Why ain't you rocking that husk then?
But even if you didn't see something else, wouldn't you just like, I wonder if there's a better way, and like Google that a little bit,
Let's
maybe
do
a little
some research.
maybe
Thank
a little
Listen,
R&D on
it
that,
seems
you
to
know?
work like gangbusters. I'm not sure why we're wasting all of our time blowing on this thing. Just rock that
For
baby.
real.
Just rock that precious, precious baby. Okay, so there's not a whole lot that happens in this time frame, but then we are going to jump over to the immunity challenge. And have the crates, those big heavy crates. Survivor loves big heavy crates. And then they have to get that key unlocked from the spiral and then spell immunity on the swing ladder. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the whole time I'm watching this, I'm thinking that any of these people who decide to allow Simon to stay in this game long enough to get to individual immunities, they're all morons.
Oh, based on his
Because he is so good at this.
Because
kind of thing.
that's a challenge he should not have been good at. That should have been like a tiny girl's challenge.
Yeah, and you see,
You would have thought like Brooke would have killed that challenge, right? Because she's light and
she did
flexible,
and she's really strong.
And she did really well, but like look back at Simon's,
forget about it.
Look at Simon's like you know, his resume in games and individual immunities.
Yeah. He's a good competitor.
He's very, very, he can move very softly and very smooth, and he's very controlled. They need to watch out. Do not let that man get to merge, because it's going to be hard to get rid of him once he's there. He likes to win these individuals. So
yeah, no, he's good.
But the immunity was spelt, and
but the funniest quote was when they were getting like when they're cheering and they're like, he can't get it, and they're like, yeah. And then someone yelled out, get it in the hole, bro, get it in the hole.
Always in the hole,
bro.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. It was pretty funny.
Let's do it.
It made me laugh.
Do you think that they had to start from the bottom runner? Was that like the rule? You have to start from the bottom and work your way up. You can't start at the top and work your way down.
That's what I wondered. Why wouldn't you start at the top?
Maybe no one thought of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you're so eager to get.
Well,
them
if you start at the top and you're going to knock them down, it'd be faster to. If there's a learning curve, to be faster to if you're knocking them down to replace them at the bottom. So I don't know.
That are lower. Yeah, that is true. Okay, well, fair. Yeah.
But man, they got him up and got him knocked back down real good. They won that fair and square, man.
Yes. So, okay. Now that gives Bounty the win. And then back at camp, Johnson is trying to rally. Mark knows it. He's seen his big brother game. So he is carefully watching for signs of a shift. And then Kat decides that if Johnson is going to go full big brother, then maybe that she could play her Traitors experience.
So dumb.
So now, okay, guys, as podcasters who adore all things Traitors,
oh yeah,
we are really used to seeing Survivor players come in and play Traitors. But how do you feel about watching this getting played in reverse?
It didn't work for her because I think she was already at an 11 and she couldn't dial it back. I think for Survivor is a long game where you're in control of a lot of things. You see everything out. Traitors is like such a shorter game, and it's move. Like they have to do their things like this, and she couldn't slow it down. And I think she let Johnson do his thing. Like let him but it was almost like, because he was also from a reality show, because he was on their Big Brother.
Right.
Was he runner up? He was runner up, I believe.
Yep.
And she was the last faithful to be murdered before the end of the. So anyway, so she wasn't even a traitor, but boy, she really wanted to beat him to the punch on outgaming.
Yeah, it was strange. It was I mean, and maybe this is partially the edit, but it really did seem like me first.
Yeah,
you know?
And it's like,
but
no,
she did really well in her season of Traitors as a faithful, and she did talk about how she really, I really want to play as a traitor, but like girl, you're at the beginning of Survivor. Just be a faithful. You know, like you don't have to do anything. Just go with the votes. You are so solid right now.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, no one would have even looked at her.
She went too hard.
She did.
Too fast. Yeah,
she did.
It was
and
interesting.
She always had that smile, right?
Yes, yeah. It was interesting. You know what? No guts, no glory, I guess. In this case, no glory.
And I kind of liked her. I think I would have been interested to see it.
I felt like she was a little bit she was like Kirby coded, you know? Like,
yeah.
She could have had that same vibe.
Yeah, smiling all the time. Yeah, and I really wanted to see. Well, I really wanted to see how a trader player would play here.
I was bummed out.
So quick. Okay.
I was bummed out that she got knocked out. I think that if she would have handled Tribal differently, she would have been totally fine. It was
she killed herself at Tribal. There's no doubt.
Yeah, that was it. It was, you know what? You went to the round table and you lost your defense.
She speaks, but she like announces her vote at the when she's voting. But when she did that though, I thought of something. What stops someone from saying a totally different thing? They don't have to yell out the truth.
No, they don't. Right. They can say whatever they want. They want to hide that vote, sell it.
I mean,
you know. Well,
I'm voting for the person who has the idol.
I liked her. I'm bummed out it didn't work out for her, but she really did just put herself into the mix a little bit too soon. So she goes. It's a 4-way split. She's out.
She goes on what, a 7 her and 5 to the other two.
Not two.
It was. There was like that one was really kind of multiple. I can't actually give you the numbers.
Was that the one that was 2, 2, and 2, and then she?
It was 2, 2. She had 5, 2, 2, and 1. So there was Dawn.
For a while, it looked like there was others.
Yeah, Johnson, Kat, and one for Sally.
But I don't know if I had been on that beach, given who people started voting for. Who going there? Would you have changed your vote to her?
After the behavior at Tribal, probably.
The wiki says she went out on a 7-2-2-1 vote.
That's what she said.
For what it's worth.
Yes, that's correct. I don't know. I think I might have still voted Dawn.
I think if I was looking at who do I personally want out of here, it probably would have been Dawn. Yeah,
because
but the reality is they do that often. They go after the person who's not going to make it and not going to win. I think Kat potentially was dangerous. So if you're
100%.
Right. 100%. So if you've somebody who's played before or studied the game, you're going to go with the person who maybe can be a player.
Well, because she had kind of something in common with oh shoot, what's his name that got voted out first? Daniel. Mm-hmm. In that when someone is too chaotic, you can't predict what they're going to do. Like you can't have them around. Right.
Yep.
And that was kind of both of them.
If you got somebody who's itching to go rogue right from the get-go.
Come on, no, sorry. And we can't ally with you. So what use are you to me?
And with Don, we've talked a lot over the years about meat shields, right? Well, I think there's something to an annoying shield. He is so annoying that he's going to take a lot of the quivers and arrows. So let him sit there and have everyone sick of him.
As well,
because they're not looking at you.
And the man has a good arm.
Yeah, but as long as he doesn't bring down morale.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'll be real. If he looked at me and he told me what to do, I'd be like, I'd be done.
Well, he did win the challenge.
Go get your own firewood, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, there is always, you're right about keeping someone around. That's annoying, but that kind of.
I mean, you guys have been doing it for years.
Exactly. That's not wrong.
That's it. David the annoying shield.
I know exactly where I stand.
Okay, so let's go into episode 3 here really quick. After this last Tribal, Johnson is seeing the power Mark held at Tribal, and he does not
called him the prime minister.
The PM. He does not want that to go on. Now, before I move on, is anybody else catching it that like literally every time their names are said out loud, it's always said in order of Dawn and Johnson?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because there was a point when they
Glad
said it,
that it's
and
not
they said
just
Dawn,
me.
and they said someone else's name, and then they said Johnson, and in my head I was like, is that his middle name? There was a point where somebody said their names in sequence that way, and it was very funny. But it was one of the girls. I meant to write it down. I did not.
They
Anyway,
they were cracking me up with that. But literally every single time you hear, sorry, I got a cord here that's being crazy. Every single time that I've seen or that I heard that there was like a list of names being said. It doesn't matter what direction they were in line or what order. That man is saying Don Johnson on purpose. I'm calling it now. This is a choice. It's not a coincidence. He's doing it, and then
it is the plan.
Giggle over it every time.
Why not?
So okay.
This year, Don Johnson is
so at
Survivor.
Camp Bounty. Don Johnson, the classics. So over at Camp Bounty, Eliza is apparently crushing on Jackson.
Right.
And then we get a really fun little cheeky edit where he mentions his girlfriend.
Yeah, because it's funny. I wrote down Eliza has thoughts for Jackson, who says Eliza is a little taste of home and that they've been popping, and he thinks his girlfriend will like her.
Oh my God. The cuts that they made with her face when they said that. Good stuff. Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. So, okay. So Eliza's kind of like crushing on him and they're kind of forming like a tight little friendship. That's great. Harry has clocked Lottie's side eye. He's finally noticed, like, I think this girl is watching me.
Yeah.
And so he pulls in Jackson and Paula for a midnight Project Papaya to tell them so. So what do you think about that? His moving that papaya further away from Sam.
Just so it'd be easier to grab. I thought it was funny when because the idea that he said, oh gosh, if we wake up in the morning and we're all orange. Like, how do you know? It's dark. You can't tell. Do I have anything on me? You don't know.
Oh my gosh. I really, really like Harry. He's like hanging out with the Macaulay brother.
Yeah.
Like he kind of looks like one. I also thought it was really funny that him and Simon have buddied up because it's very much, he also sort of looks like Geordie. So it's like Simon and Geordie were like buddies, And
he's drawing all the lightning away from Simon. No one's even looking at the man.
Because Harry, when he came back to play, he didn't want to get God again. Right. And so then what happened, he suffers from that. Oh, they're not going to get me. So he tries to be smarter. And I think he doesn't play a horrible game. And I think he's very cheeky and I like him. But he's helping Simon a lot. Good for Simon.
Oh, definitely. Find a target a little bigger than yourself and stand there. That's the way to do it. Yep. So they go
into like
this
the anti-meat shield.
Yeah, I like it. It's like a force field rather than a complete shield. Like I can still see you, but there's this force in front of you, Now they go into this next reward challenge and it is coffee and donuts, my personal favorite. This asthmatic would become an Olympian
to get
for the coffee and donuts.
Okay, what's your favorite donut?
Oh, I like a glazed, just like a plain Jane glaze. But if we're gonna get like, guss it up a little bit, anything with custard.
And if you took a glazed donut and topped it with Captain Crunch, Jamie'd be like there for it.
As long as nobody else touched it first.
Yeah.
Right.
Captain Crunch donuts. Yeah, no.
If anybody from say Newark touched it, then no.
No way.
I like the custard with the Bavarian cream and the powdered sugar. Yeah,
I do.
Way to go! It's a strong donut pick.
That's a good one.
I just love a donut. I don't care. Maple, vanilla. I don't give a rat's patoot.
How about the custard though with the chocolate? So as you get the chocolate donut and the custard,
like a Boston.
That's the Boston cream pie.
That's like two donuts in one.
I like the powdered sugar one.
Now, so what you're telling me, Christy, is that the Boston does not have, in this case, a twinkle. No twinkle.
It's just it's a little too. It comes a little too strong. I get I'm not a super sweet tooth, so if you got all the sweet in the middle and then you put all the sweet on top, it's like too much.
I don't understand too much, but I'll respect your sweet boundaries.
And I can't have that angel cream stuff in there, the one that has like
Oh,
sugar
no,
and
that's
whipped
too
cream.
much
Like,
for even me.
it's like, what is going on?
Why are we putting frosting on the inside of the cake?
The inside, yeah. Why is there a frosting bomb inside there?
I'm not sure. I appreciate it. Yeah. So they got coffee and donuts, and they are
Jackson
like
was so
revving
excited
to go. They're so pumped. This is where I can appreciate Jackson. When he says it's like his favorite food, I am right there. I am telling you, every single birthday in this family, we don't do cake. When it's my birthday, we do donuts. I am super serious. They've come in towers, they've come in boxes, they've come in all shapes and sizes. This girl loves her donuts. So, yes, Jackson, we are buddies on
You're
this
on it
for sure. So they have to swing this, like, how would you describe this? Like, they have to swing this giant ball that's attached to the rope, and they have to get the timing right.
Well, it's a pulley, so there's people holding the rope.
Yeah.
Well, someone else has to get the momentum of it going while they're pulling it up and down, and they can release it, kind of. But it took the learning curve. There was a learning curve there, but once Harry got it,
I thought it was kind of.
And I thought Simon, doing the push like he used to do on the swings and then running under it.
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant.
Yep.
I don't know why nobody else picked it up.
Well, because he's Simon. I don't have an answer for you. They just aren't as brilliant as him, I guess. I really liked that part of the challenge. I thought was a pretty cool thing.
No, I like this one.
The part that drove me nuts is when we were watching Brooke and Lyndall try to exchange that damn idol. And not for nothing. Brooke is all like, yeah, I'm giving the eye. I got it. What should we do? Lyndall was driving me crazy.
Yeah, right. No, she's not good. She's like, Mark, block me. Like she's got it. She's got it under control. Yep. She doesn't put it in her sock, so you have to obviously bend over. The heck are you doing?
Well, Linda was smart at the end when she said, "Let's go give him some love," because she did give herself a chance. So even though the sock thing was stupid and she was really timid, like right when it ended, she could have done it in seconds.
Well, am I supposed to reach down and grab it out of your sock? That won't look weird. Come on. But the takes at the end were the best because she's all, oh my God, we did it. And they cut to Brooke. It was like that. It was the worst.
It was terrible.
And I'm really
how embarrassing.
I really want to know if anyone noticed anything weird.
I know. So? I feel like somebody had to have noticed. Like, who goes and touches someone else's ankle?
I really hope we see that in episode 4. Someone going like, "Did you guys see that they were
Was that weird? Was that?" So here's the thing. I don't know exactly how connected, but I have heard that Lyndall and Brooke are in the same circle.
Oh, really?
Like they
like in the world?
Each other. Yeah, they know each other in some way, whether it's because of their spouse or
Lyndall's a model, and they said she's one of those content creator people, so maybe from that.
I'm not sure. I feel like they're connected because of a spouse situation.
Yeah, they don't live in the same city though.
Isn't Brooke like a fitness instructor person?
It could be through something.
So maybe they're both like influencers, or they.
Yeah, they somehow they do know of each other. In the real world. So that does explain why she was like, well, the most obvious person for me to tell about this idol is going to be Brooke, because there's
well, that makes a lot more sense, because you're like, why would she just pick Brooke?
Yeah, there's some kind of previous connection there. But then after the torturously sneaky exchange, the winners.
Any good mom would have clocked that easy.
Right? Thank you. What is that kid up to?
Yeah.
See, boogers again. I'm on.
Why is he standing behind me? The people that were on the mat? Because what are you doing back there?
Why are you being quiet? What's up?
They were all watching the sports.
Bounty wins. And you know what I really like about both these tribes is like they are always neck to neck. Always neck to neck.
They do kind of seem. It could be either way. There's been a blowout yet. Yeah. Though I will say that at the very beginning, the way they split these tribes and what they did for them, I figured everything's in Bounty's basket, basically, for them to win. and go far, right? For them to end up with more people at the merge. But I think that gives Baron like this like fire in their gut, you know?
Oh, I agree.
That
Now,
the coddled bounty doesn't get.
Now Bounty wins this, and they get to go have their coffee and their donuts. Well, while we get that set up, I need everybody to take a 5-second pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back. Okay. All right. Coffee's poured.
That was a good donut. I liked it.
It was delicious. See, I told you I'd eat whatever they put in front of my face.
Mine was a little too sweet, but I'll live.
Oh, you got one of those with the nasty frosting on the inside.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Sometimes a donut's like a box of chocolates.
You never know.
That's why you got to eat them all. No disappointment. So they have their coffee, but they don't just have coffee in a regular mug. No. All of their mugs have pictures on them. Some are pictures of their babies. Some are pictures of them like at a highlighted point in their career.
It's probably just
or a grade school picture, but not Simon. Simon's picture is of him sitting,
with the
gloating, if you will, while he holds that damn cookie idol in his hand.
Oops.
So funny. God production loves to take jabs at him. Like,
no, they do. Well, because he's mostly a good sport about it.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes it all pretty good.
So they did this like last regular season, right? With plates, didn't they? Where they got it.
I don't remember the picture plates. That's not to say it's not there.
I'm sure.
My brain doesn't recall all things.
And it's like, instead of a letter home, it's just like an interesting thing to do. Like,
I like it. I prefer it over a letter home. Thank you. I don't care about your letters from home. I know that they mean a lot to the contestants. I'm not like poking fun at them. I know I would be a blubbering mess if I was away from my family and I got a letter from home. But it's boring TV at this point.
It really is.
Yeah.
You know, but the picture, the picture is fun. It's an acknowledgement. It's silly.
You're gonna take care of that plate. You can use it to eat off of. A mug is like super cozy and home.
That mug could become a family heirloom.
It could. It could.
This is your great grandfather. He was on this thing we used to call the television. And this cookie was supposed to give him power. I'm not quite sure. You're gonna ask your Aunt Linda.
The cookie did not.
You need to ask your Aunt Linda. I don't understand this part of the family genealogy. That's what happens.
But the mugs were what made me kind of think, oh, maybe I like Eliza when she's like,
that was funny.
Me. They're just me.
And I love
myself comfort.
And nothing gives me comfort than seeing pictures of me.
Pictures of myself.
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
I did a little thing on her, or what I was reading is that like she's a writer, director, performer, whatever, and like does comedy, writes comedy, and like besides the books. So it's like you could tell she kind of is funny. Anyway.
Yeah, she's definitely a little goofy. I did like that moment a lot too, and I think that it might have been in there that I went back and like scratched her personality up one point.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, I see you. I like that. So, okay. We have the coffee.
Moment where I went, oh, the weird girl. Well, that's got to be
That's what it was. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Our light bulb went off.
Right. That was our light bulb moment. And then the Survivor guys saved us from that tragedy.
Anyway. Thank God. Sometimes they do what they must. All right. So, okay, they have their coffee, they have their donuts. It's all great. Now Harry is busy, and he is trying his best to create a pack of 8. But Jackson really wants Eliza in, and Harry.
Why didn't he just say okay?
Why didn't he just say okay?
Harry said, well, maybe 9. That's the most he gave him. Well, maybe 9 was as close as he got to it.
But like, this is bad. This was, I thought, bad for him. He needed to pump the brakes a little bit.
I feel the same.
You don't need to formally say I need a group of 8 and tell them all you have a group of 8. No, you let them think that they're a little group and they're a little group. But if we
They're
form
special.
together,
Everyone, listen, everybody
Yeah.
wants to feel special here.
and everybody's got their person, right? And like, like they did in the cookout that one year, right?
Mhm.
And then you let them all come in, and then you like a lot. Yeah, that's fine, because that still gives you
Yeah, we all
3
like
people to
Eliza.
3 vote outs before that has to crumble.
Easy, and they're all
'Cause-
they're the stragglers that are easy, right? So
Yeah.
instead of having 4 stragglers that are easy, now you have 3.
Yeah, who cares anyway?
Yeah, I agree. Harry did it, but I did.
I just think
agree.
I think this was the cherry on top to show everybody else. Oh, you know what Kat was saying about Harry?
Well, and where the biggest mistake was in all of this, really, which it all panned out to be okay. But the biggest mistake made in all of this was that Jackson hears all of this and he immediately takes what Harry said and he goes straight to Eliza and says,
Right,
hey,
because he likes her.
hey, you and
And so
Lyndall
his
are,
girlfriend.
it's going to be split on you and Lyndall. It's his girlfriend's girlfriend. She'll love
Yeah.
her.
She'll like her too.
But again,
I
I
like her so
got to
much.
go back and say that's Harry's fault. With this many contestants,
Oh,
if
that's
your
what I'm saying.
key
That's
ally-
Harry's mistake.
If your
Yeah, that's
key
Harry's
ally
mistake.
says this person's non-negotiable, you go fine.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The
you
biggest
pick
mistake for
somebody else
Harry,
out.
Or
right?
they're not your key
Yeah.
ally anymore because you've now just ticked them off.
because that's his
Ding
girl.
dong.
And listen, for anybody listening who might not have already come to this conclusion, if you as a man meet a girl on an island and you think she's super, super cool and funny and that your girlfriend's going to like her, I'm here to assure you, your girlfriend will certainly not
like her.
like her.
No.
So just wipe that out of your head.
Really?
Okay.
I feel like his girlfriend's like, yeah, I don't have to worry about that. He was not going to be into her. I think it'll be okay.
Well, this all depends on the level of security that your girlfriend has,
Oh.
but we do not go around making assumptions that because you
But
like a
Jackson's
girl,
pretty cool, so I feel like
that your
Jackson would have
girlfriend's gonna like
a
her. 'Cause
level-headed lady.
I'm gonna tell you, there is 1,001 soap operas and telebibs that are telling you this. Do not
Well,
believe that.
Love Island, the whole
There
thing.
you go. But yes, David, when I said the biggest mistake thus far, I did mean Harry's mistake.
No,
not
I
Yeah.
figured you did. I was
Yeah.
just putting an exclamation point on it.
And so I hope and maybe it's editing that it looked like this. He like turned it up a little bit, so
Just a
maybe
little
he
bit.
Well,
can like
Jackson gave him 2 opportunities,
right.
and he didn't bite either time, and that just to me was
But here's where it gets really bizarre. Okay. It's not between the two of them. It's the fact that Eliza takes this information. And when she finally gets a moment, when everyone is laying down and sleeping, she finally gets the moment to reach out to Lyndall and tell Lyndall, listen, we're on the bottom. Lyndall hears this news and she's far angrier at the fact that she had the audacity to wake her and tell her than that she's on the bottom.
Do you
And
think that
she holds a grudge about
Oh,
that.
okay. That was the weirdest thing to
yeah.
be mad about
Well,
I've
it
ever
was-
seen.
It was either A, she was mad that she doesn't think she's on the bottom, and she's mad that she would insinuate she is. It was either that or like you're trying to throw her under the bus to everybody so she's definitely on the bottom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
the
why
whole
else?
thing was
Like, oh, we're both
so-
on the bottom, then I'm gonna
and
stick,
and yes,
stab you in
and
the back.
that is smart. That's smart gameplay. But I would feel like if that was her move, then she would be confessing to us. Well, it's got to be one of the two of us. It's not going to be me, right?
Right.
Not that I can't
Yeah.
believe she woke me up. That's so stupid. She has to go.
On the night of a challenge, a immunity challenge. That's why we
Alright.
lost. We're going to tribal because she woke me
Alright.
up. No, you're not.
I
Also,
mean, I
how much are you
I get
really
being like
sleeping on
tired.
that there, you know?
Yeah, and I get being tired and being annoyed if you're already struggling to sleep. I mean, I'm not always the most pleasant person when I'm woke up before I'm done sleeping, but I figured by the next day she'd be over it.
Well,
But she
and-
was,
and
in
having
fact,
the
not over
information
it.
that your name is out there is a heck of a lot more valuable than whatever vibe the other
Thank you.
person's giving
Yeah,
you.
I believe.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
Kate, this is this is a conspiracy. It is not fact. This is my suspicion right now. It is not fact. It is suspicion. I think Lyndall is going to try to be buddy up with Jackson. I think that Eliza was in her way. I think that there's some of that.
Yes, but how ticked off is Jackson going to be now that
But
Eliza
he's
went
mad at
home?
Harry.
But all those people followed Harry. It is so Jackson.
But
has,
did we
like,
see? I didn't take
front
the note.
seat.
I'm terrible. I'm
seat to
terrible that
this.
I did not note this. But did we see Harry put down her name?
No, Harry put down Laz.
Okay, see,
Because I watched. I had to rewind it specifically to look
at the end of it. That's why Harry was like, "This is He wasn't like, "Oh God, I'm so sad for Jackson." He was like, "Oh crap, in fact am not driving this bus."
Yeah.
So,
But based on the conversation when he said he wanted Eliza in the alliance, and he was like, "Oh, you know what I mean?" Is he going to think that then he turned around and got all those people to vote her out? Because she had what, 7 votes?
yeah, it was split.
So
it
if
was
it
like
was
a straight up
She had
split.
8-3.
She had 6 and
8-3.
and Laz had 3.
8-3.
Yeah, well, it's 6 that they count. They didn't tell us what the other ones are
Right.
because they just stop when you have enough to be out.
Right, but they show him at the end. That's how they know
Right.
for the wiki.
But
Oh,
the thing is here is that, well, you know what? We'll go into that really quick in just a second. But let's just get this immunity challenge out of the way first, because
Oh,
it kind
sorry.
of leads us. It
Oh,
kind of
gosh.
leads us into that a little bit easier. Our immunity challenge has got the barrels, and then they got to get them over there, and then they got to knock down the barrels.
it's like
pretty simple.
Donkey
Like,
Kong Country.
But,
It's like
wow. Okay, Ben. Wow. First of all, that's some upper arm strength and shoulder.
Loved this challenge, by the way. Of course I did.
it was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Both
a
of
lot
these
of
challenges
strength
were good
being
this episode
used
too.
in
It's
that.
like first episode really good, second episode meh, we've seen it before, third episode really good challenges again, so maybe that's going to
Good stuff.
be we're going to
Good
get
stuff.
some.
And again, they are neck and neck, like right at the end. Dawn and
Yeah.
I
Jackson.
like how they brought the
are
barrels that were used in the first challenge.
Yep.
Were the barrels in the second challenge.
they
which I
had to
thought was
knock 'em
kind of
down.
cool.
Yes.
And
And
of
like
course,
honestly, the challenges are always like the least interesting for me, but when
Same.
when the two
Same.
teams are like so good at there's not a blowout, they're
Yeah.
better.
well, and Baron wins. Dawn wins it for his team. I mean, and Jackson was right there. He was just like one throw
Yes.
away. He was right there. But he is so like
So mad at himself.
crestfallen, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's not just disappointed. This man is crestfallen. Like he's like, I mean, like his
Like the
whole
guilt.
face changed. Did
I
you see
wonder-
that too? Where it's like, dude, are you dissociating right now? Like
What-
it's cool. Like, it's
I will
cool,
like,
man.
do we have some like Catholic guilt in our backpacks that you're like
Yeah.
getting
He
into where
took
you're
that
just like,
so hard. Like, honey, like no one's
and
gonna
he
get
kept
out.
bringing it up to everybody. Dude, stop.
Stop telling everyone how bad you just messed up, bruh.
Because they're
No.
all
Oh, he
thinking
was
you
the
almost
saddest.
won it.
He was so close. I mean, and perception's everything, you know? Don't be
Yeah.
like, I failed. They're gonna be like, oh, we almost won. That's what you want them to feel. We almost had it.
Yeah, we almost had that.
So, okay, so now we got to have her to the bounty camp because the scramble has begun. And Harry realizes he listened to what we said and he realizes the 8 isn't necessary. It's not going to work right now. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let this dream die for now. And so he's going to try to get the votes to just go to Laz, get as many as he can. Safe removal, easy person to go. No
Yeah.
one's going to,
Is
it's
that
not going to
because
rock
she's
the boat.
oldest one on their tribe, or no, I guess second oldest probably. And she's not like
She's not
got,
really
like, track-
gamery.
she's like a stay-at-home mom, but she's also like an outdoorsy person. So she does like all these treks all over
Yeah,
the
she
world. Like
climbed
through,
Mount
like, South
Everest
Africa.
pregnant,
Yeah, she-
apparently.
yeah, she does like all
she
of
went to
these-
base camp pregnant, which is
Yeah.
still pretty incredible.
still pretty
Yeah.
amazing. But but yeah, so she's got some like outdoorsy, like survivally skills.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But I don't know that she has the skills for actually
well, and
winning challenges.
it's clear she doesn't have any really, really tight bonds with anybody, because that's what makes somebody easy pickings, is when they're not going to upset people with them being gone.
Honestly, Harry telling people like, maybe we should just take the easy vote for Team Unity and just make it really easy, and then we're not. He was right. He was like, yeah.
Yep. So but you know what? Not Lyndall. Not Lyndall. Because Linda is still really annoyed with Eliza and wants her out.
She's hungry and tired.
And she kind of likes the way that Jackson looks in that Speedo. Yeah. There's a lot going on for Lyndall right now, guys.
Those cactuses, you know, she likes
trying. She's just trying. Now, Lottie.
It's cacti.
Cacti. Lottie, lo and behold, still side-eyeing Harry over there in the corner, glaring at him. And she realizes that sending Eliza home. Now, this was good on her, that we send Eliza home. This could land Jackson to Harry and Simon. He's not like solid in with them yet, but losing Eliza, he's gonna look for somebody,
which is bound to happen now,
and these two are definitely gonna go for him. So as much as we may or may not necessarily like all of the vibes that we get from Lottie, her vibe is of a shark, and she's sniffing, so she's one to watch.
I agree.
She doesn't want it to happen, you know. So
but Harry's clocked her, so that's going to be a standoff. That's going to be,
right? Yep. That's going to be good TV.
Mm-hmm. So what's interesting is Harry has seen her, but he knows he can't go after her yet, so he hasn't even tried, which I think is super smart.
They're like two sharks just swimming around each other. Really, is what's happening right now. Like, just swimming around in circles. So at Tribal, nobody wants to admit who's driving that bus. Harry, like I said earlier, has no issue saying, "Hey, it's me." But
did that surprise you that he
spoiler alert?
That?
It was not him.
It was not.
It was actually not him driving the bus.
Well, and they know that, right? Most of the people who voted for Eliza know that. So
and Eliza gets
he's not
sent
in trouble for saying that. Then
she gets sent packing with a 6-4 split. Eliza. Also, I'm listen, I need everybody to understand that you're not alone if you are also a person. Whenever you see or hear that name, your brain has to fight like hell to keep your vocal cords from singing it. Just saying. Damn you, Hamilton. I can never see that name again.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. We demand reparations for that.
I wonder how much crap she has to put up with. How big is Hamilton in Australia? I mean, like,
probably
really?
Not.
Like, really? I mean, maybe like it's big for the people who are really into Broadway, but maybe not past that.
Yeah, I would think that's probably right.
Yeah.
Like, what do they know about?
And maybe like the high school productions or whatever.
Yeah. So, all right. That's the skinny on all the episodes. So this is the time that we usually just throw out a winner's pick, loosey-goosey. And we're still going to have a winner's pick, but this time we're going to do it just a little bit differently. So this year, we each get to pick our final 3, winner included in that final 3. No replacing it. 3 is all we get. At merge, if we have lost our winner's pick, you can, at that one time only, switch for one of your remaining players or stay the course. But when they're gone,
when can we switch? Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
Merge. Just merge.
What? We're picking 3.
You can switch one player at merge.
You can switch at merge, but only within your 3. So if you pick one person, if you pick one person in your final 3, you have one person that's the winner. If they get voted out.
Oh, so you get to then promote somebody else to your winner's pick. Okay.
You only get to pick from your pool of 3 is all you get.
So we're going to pick 3. One of those is the first winner's pick.
And the picks may overlap.
Yeah, everybody can have their own dang thing.
Okay, because otherwise we got to go like one at a time.
Yeah, no. We could all have our own dang thing. We're not drafting this. What are we, proper? So, just 3, and that's who we get. So we can switch at merge or within our 3, or we just stay the course. When they're gone, they're gone. There's no replacing, and there's no redemption for us in the redemption season. So wow. I am going to start with David. David, who do you have for your final 3 and your winner's pick?
Okay. Well, 2 are I think kind of obvious. And so winners pick last. Or do I pick the 3 and then say which one's the winner?
Pick the 3 and tell me your winner.
Okay. So I got Aisha.
Okay.
In my final 3. I've got Brooke in my final 3. And I have Mark in my final 3.
All right.
And
who is your winner?
Brooke gets redemption. Brooke's the winner.
All right. Christy?
I really like that.
This is very positive.
That's really good. Okay, so I'm gonna try to like spread mine out. So hopefully I'll at least have people still there to pick from my 3. You know what I mean? Yep. So I don't want them to be all like.
I hesitated to do 2 returnees for that reason, but I went ahead.
Yeah, I like all 4 of these returnees.
I do too so much.
It's really hard. I would like it if any of them won. I feel like Harry and Mark are going to get clocked faster than Brooke and Simon, though. But I think Brooke will get clocked the least. You know what I mean? I think if anyone has a chance to make it farther of the 4, I think Brooke has the best chance at that.
So who's your 3 and your 1?
Sorry, because I'm just picking now. I didn't have a little point system, so I'm going to take Brooke because I already had her. I was going to pick her. I'm going to take Caleb.
Wow.
Only because I think, I don't know. Well, I'm just throwing them around.
Hey, I mean, just know Miles really didn't have anything for the first 4 episodes. So Caleb doesn't necessarily be a bad choice because we don't know.
And then, so I'm taking those 2 from Baron because I feel like Baron will, because they're going to be thought of as underdogs, I feel like, just because of that mentality. And then I think over on Bounty, I want to pull, I can't believe I'm saying this, Jackson.
Okay.
And
he might be like Kylan, though. You don't know. Like
that's true.
Kylan grew on you a lot last year. So,
and I am so surprised at who I picked because that is not who I thought I would pick first. Listen, if Eliza hadn't gone home, my dumb butt would have picked her.
Oh, you would have too.
So
you would have.
So
I had her on my list for you.
So I'm so glad I was like, you know what? Thank you, Survivor, for clearing a path for me to sanity.
Well, my 3.
I'm sorry, which one was your winner, Christy? I didn't.
Oh yeah.
I didn't pick my first winner.
Which is your winner?
You picked Brooke as your overall winner. So I will too, because if you have to repick, then I get to repick.
Wow! After I gave you my winner's pick in Amazing Race too.
I think that's good strategy, though, is it not? She's probably not going to make it, but don't you think that's a good strategy? Yeah. That way you get to repick and I have to repick, and we can't pick the same person again.
That's fair.
If she's gone, yeah.
I feel like that makes for good game.
Well,
I don't think I don't think any of them will make it to the end, but maybe.
Well, let's.
And also, there was a Boston Rob reference today this episode.
Oh, there was.
Simon said he felt like Boston Rob. Holy crap! Wait! I might need to switch. Damn it! I'm gonna put Simon instead of Jackson. Yeah, I'm putting Simon instead of Jackson.
Well,
sorry,
I can't.
You can't decide who her twinkle pick is.
No, it's okay. No. I cannot help but root for him.
I feel like that comment was the universe gift sending.
I'm really happy.
I kind of agree with you, Jamie. I'm rooting for him too, in spite of myself. I really am.
Okay, so my final 3 are Brooke, Lottie, and Lyndall. My winner's pick was the first person I picked out of everybody, and that was Brooke.
You're kidding me.
I am
This
not.
is good. We all take Brooke. Brooke,
Nope. Brooke was
Brooke
my
wins,
very first pick of my
if
3
Brooke
immediately.
wins, we're all winners. If Brooke loses, we all get a different pick. And I don't think any of us have any other overlapping except for Brooke, right?
I mean, she scored the highest on
No.
my returnees. The closest one behind her was Mark. I'm like, I like all
just
4
think-
of these players
I
so much.
thought the first time Brooke played, she should have won. I mean, she went out at 3. And it just
Well, I have
She's
Brooke in
just-
here because for all the reasons why
she's
you would
smart.
think Brooke.
She's athletic. She's good socially.
I included
she
Lyndall
doesn't
because she
seem
is
overtly.
Yeah, I picked
threatening.
Lyndall for 2 reasons. One, because she is getting the story. Sometimes that means she's going to get cut. Other times that means we're following this person all the way through.
Because she's got the story multiple
she's-
episodes.
She's not just a model. She is a poker player that goes by the name Swindle.
Oh,
and
that's
if you
right.
recall,
Forgot about
last
that.
year, my winner's pick was AJ, the poker player. So
Oh.
of everybody on my list, she has the highest point for what her career is and how it could apply to this game. So
Then as a poker player, why didn't she hold it a little more about being woke up?
because she probably didn't say she was nice.
She didn't use her poker face. Like, but
She's
you
just
don't.
not very nice.
That's why. But you don't create.
But
friction
she
in the
did.
tribe.
She totally did use her
so that
poker face.
makes me
'Cause
wonder if she.
No,
if
she
did
used
plan
it.
it so that she could.
yeah,
Get
Eliza
out.
didn't think she was in danger from Lyndall.
Yeah.
She never saw the
So maybe it was
danger
like, oh,
coming.
we're both on the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, we're best friends. And then I
So
do
maybe
like when she was like, Eliza freaks me out. She freaks me out.
Freaks me out.
When she freaks me out with her face that she makes. Like, okay. Now,
Wait,
Yeah.
this is the first unanimous pick ever in Charlie the
yeah.
Goat's history.
Also, I thought, you know what? If Brooke and Lyndall like kind of already like, hey, let's both do this idol thing.
Yeah. And they already know each other. Yeah.
oh, there's
don't
no
know
way
each
Brooke
other.
is going to pal up with Lyndall after the botched transfer.
Transfer.
She thinks she's a classic moron.
So is
Who
Simon,
knows?
but no one will fail to use him when they can.
Well, fair. Okay.
You know, you got 3 people going to the end. You got to be able to beat one of them. And I have learned something about Australian Survivor, and it's, yep, you have to be smart. You have to make the moves at the right time. But if you are not good in endurance, you're not winning.
No question. And Brooke is
You're
pretty
not
good
winning.
at it. So
Yep. So there we go. That's it. Those are the picks, guys. I'm curious to see what we're all going to have when we get to merge.
Can I still make one? Is it too late to make one change?
you can do whatever
As
you
long
want.
as you write it down.
Are you going
Okay.
to put Jackson back?
Nope. I'm taking Caleb out and I'm putting Faith. I'm telling you, I didn't think about this at all. This
Faith
was
is
all
a good
live.
one. No,
Me
Faith,
picking here was all
I like that you have Faith in there because
I like
got
that you just
somebody
made
representing.
you just made the George Michael pick, so I'm good with
I
it.
gotta have faith.
Gotta have faith.
yeah,
Okay,
I
so
had her
Simon,
and then
Brooke, and
crossed
Faith,
her
and now
out.
I'm-
I crossed her out for Lottie, so I'm glad
She
Faith
was
is
she
still
was my
making the
4th
mix.
pick. Faith
Yeah.
was.
Okay. But I was
Yeah.
thinking, you know what? I got too many men on here. I need 2 women and 1 man.
Well, and we know this is the first episode, but going forward next week, if you have any feedback or if you have questions or anything that you want to talk about, any opinions you want to share,
What are your
You-
3 picks?
what are your 3 picks? You can send us that information and you can send that to tallythefeedback@yahoo.com. You can find us on Facebook and Insta and TikTok, and you can listen to us wherever you find your favorite podcasts at the Jay and Jack Whole Enchilada feed. And speaking of Jay and Jack, we would like to thank our Patreons who contribute at a certain level. And they are Eckhart Rickner, Joanne with a Plan, and Ed the Poopy Head Mailman. If you would like to become a Patreon and see the extras from us, Jay and Jack, the broadcast, Survivor with JJC, and the Ramblecast, then head on over to patreon.com/Jay and Jack. So,
Yeah.
is there anything else that we haven't covered? I think we got it all, right?
I want to just raise one more thing, and we
Okay.
can cover it next week. I want
Okay.
a yay or a nay from each of you, and we will talk about it next
I'm
week.
sorry. We're in Australia right now. That is a yar or a nar.
Okay, well, a yar or a nar then. David is host.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll talk about it next time. Then
Christy,
we'll have.
I want to, but a yes or a no. You gotta at least spill your hand on yes or no.
Right now. Right now.
Yep, that's all you got to do for tonight.
Duh, I'm a yay. Because I was going to joke around. I thought about it earlier today that when I picked my overall pick, it was going to be David Gett.
David.
Because he is the winner this season. But I think he's fine. I mean, he's kind of, I mean, come on, he knows what to do.
Well, we'll talk about it in detail next week because
Yes,
we're running
we
over
will.
this week. But for sure, we're going to chat about it next week. Chris
And you know what?
Jamie.
And we'll have 6 episodes to judge him on. So it's fair.
I
It's more than a handful. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah. I
That's
see.
fine.
I see a guy up there playing a character, and he's playing Jonathan.
Don't
It
hate him
just
because
doesn't work for me.
I don't hate him because
Maybe
I
they
like
told
him.
him to do it like that though.
Well,
We just
maybe,
need
but
to-
it just
need to get up there and do it.
he
Jonathan
doesn't
did,
feel
okay?
authentic.
Yeah, I
But,
don't hate him because I like him. I'm just waiting to hear him not sound like he's reading the line. And when
Yeah.
he gets comfortable and he's not reading the
Yeah.
line, I'm all in.
Yeah,
All right.
and if the rumors are there are some rumors out there that Survivor is going to be leaving that station and going somewhere else. So
Mhm.
yeah, right. And so if he does only have it in the in between time while JLP gets out, so he can get a new contract with another, you know what I mean? If that's the case, then
He's just a little
Good
space
job.
keeper.
yeah,
Right.
and then do JLP. It's fine. Anyway,
All right.
He's
All
a
right.
steward.
Well, that's
A
it for
steward
me.
That's
of
all for next
the
week.
steward of the Australia Survivor land. So okay. We are going to be here again next week. Do we know if the schedule is going back to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or are we staying on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday schedule?
This is like Channel 10's playing a new game. We're not telling anyone what we're doing.
okay.
they
So
kind of
guys,
do this every year. It's like, geez, do you
You know
not want
what?
people to
We
tune
will-
in? Come on.
we will likely be back. I'm just saying likely. We will likely be back next week on Thursday. That's usually the night that we tend to do these things. That's most likely when we're going to be back next week, seeing this is
And you
going
know
on at the
what?
same time as season 50 of US Survivor.
And it gives people a little time to find the links and watch because it's
They're on
convenient.
top of the YouTube this year, folks.
Well,
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
There was no finding it on YouTube
They
today.
literally I paused it yesterday because I had to go let the dog out. I came back in and it was gone. I said words. So
Mm.
you can fill in the blanks as you wish. I could have said a great many things. You decide. So but
Well,
we will
I
be
think-
here next week on
I
Thursday.
think the other avenue is just fine. It works fine for me.
Well, I struggle with
and
having
anyone
to
should try it.
screen it. I have to screen mirror things, and
That's what I had
sometimes
to do
it's
today
really
too. I
wonky,
couldn't.
and I hate it.
I used to be able to just put it to my Apple TV, and now I can't.
Not anymore,
Mm.
folks. The times they are changing. So, okay, we'll be here next week on Thursday to cover all the D's, and then if you
to cover all the D's.
all the D's. And if you didn't get to it at the very beginning, here's another chance for you to hit like and subscribe so that you can get all the updates. And then also join us if you would like on Saturday night for our Traders finale and reunion coverage.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna
US
be a big
guys.
one.
mind you.
Right.
It's
It's,
gonna
going
be
to
a
be
big one.
so good.
And I mean,
It's
cannot
going to be
wait.
fabulous.
It is
Well,
gonna just be-
obviously.
it's going to be a night. You know what I'm saying? And then
it's
like
going to be a
the reunion
special
show.
night.
How
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
is
so
the
join
reunion
us.
show?
Join us
2 hours.
Saturday night.
It's an hour,
Yep.
then an hour.
There's going to be drama. I've heard all of the things.
Mm.
And the one thing they're not going to be short of is drama and snark,
Mm.
which we love. So
Love
join us on Saturday for that. Christy,
Will
David?
Harry Hamlin's wife be on the show?
I
These
do
are-
Yes.
believe I
Yeah.
do.
I think
in
she's going to
fact,
make an
believe.
appearance. Yeah.
That's what I've heard. So, okay, guys, Chrissy, David, as the song goes, it's time to say goodbye. Destination unknown. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby Soho. Good
Hey,
night,
mates.
everybody.